Are you one of those people that says, I'm going to get up tomorrow and I'm going to do it, and tomorrow's going to be my day. I'm not going to hit snooze. I'm going to work out. I'm going to do all these things before my kids actually get up. And then tomorrow comes and you hit snooze over and over and over and over, and you never actually get out of bed? Well, if so, this video is for you. I'm Leslie, your best personal trainer and registered dietitian, here to give you 6 tips to help you to quit being so lazy. So, simple and easy, let's get started. Number 1 is discipline. Think about it. When your kid goes to touch the hot stove, you immediately tell them no, right? It's too hot. You don't want to touch it. Most kids will take a second or third time and they'll have to try to touch it again and you'll say no. But after the second or third time, they really get the gist. Like, okay, mom said, don't touch the stove. The stove is hot, so I won't touch the stove. It's hot. Some of them, sometimes, like my daughter, Lily, she'll even say hot, so that way she doesn't touch it. Smart, right? So we teach them not to do something in order to achieve a certain result. But then all of a sudden, when we become adults ourselves, it's like we want to get a certain result, but we don't actually keep ourselves disciplined. I want to be fit, but yet you don't ever give yourself the time of day to exercise. And instead, you sleep in until 9 or 10 o'clock during the weekends. You sleep in past your alarm going off Monday through Friday. So you rush around feeling stressed and never actually get anything accomplished. When if you just gave yourself the discipline that you're giving to your children, you would actually see results. So that's where you need to start. You need to start giving yourself discipline. Like, I am going to set my alarm and get myself up. Now, how exactly do you do that? Step number 2 will tell you the 5-4-3-2-1 rule. Mel Robbins created this rule. She has a book all about it, 5-4-3-2-1. It's one of my favorite books. But in it, she discusses that one morning when she was just not doing anything and felt really cruddy about herself, she counted backwards in her head, 5-4-3-2-1, and pretended NASA was in her bedroom. And up she stood in the middle of a freezing cold bedroom, pitch black dark, and she got up and she did some things. That's how she proceeded to make all of her decisions. 5-4-3-2-1. If we give it longer than 5 seconds, we're going to overthink it, or we're just going to stay in that warm, cozy bed because, well, it's safer, it's nicer. Why bother to get up? So 5-4-3-2-1, rule yourself. From now on, in the morning, when your alarm goes off, go 5-4-3-2-1, get your booty up, and go do what you need to do. Why? Because that's going to help you with the discipline to achieve the result you want. You want to get fitter? You have to start somewhere. Number 3 is a motivational thing. Once you get something accomplished, like I stand up, I'm out of bed, now I'm standing here in the cold room, or in the, bright room. Maybe it's 7 a.m. I don't know how late you wake up. What do I do next? That's your immediate question. So the thought process is that you get up and you say, okay, I'm going to go do the workout. You do the workout. After the workout's over, you still have more time. Maybe you do the dishes. Maybe you make breakfast. Maybe you enjoy a cup of coffee by yourself while you read a book that you've promised yourself you were going to read for years. Then all of a sudden you've done 2, 3, 4, 5 things just for yourself. So when you have to wake up your kids, or when they wake up by themselves on a weekend, you're happier, you smile more, you laugh more, you enjoy the time with them because you've already done something for you. So it becomes a rewarding system. Just waking up early, having the discipline to do so, getting the workout in, build you with all of these amazing things that you can have accomplished before you even see that little baby or that child of yours or your 7-year-old, or before you have the fun laughing conversation. So those are the quick tips. The next thing that I would say is that it begins a to-do list that you get to just cross things off. All of a sudden you're crossing things off that you swore you were going to do months ago. There's no more tomorrow, it's now. The action is happening. That's going to propel you to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, because you have the discipline to do it now. You're seeing the results. And once you see results, it forces you to want to do it a little bit more. But when we just kind of sit there and we, ho-hum through things, we're not going to keep ourselves as dedicated as we want to keep ourselves. Next one is keep consistent with the time you wake up. I know this sounds crazy, but this past week was Memorial Day, and my phone said, tomorrow is Memorial Day, so you should reset your alarm and not wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. And I kind of laughed because I've never changed my alarm on holidays. I used to teach spin at 5:45 a.m. on holidays, so I would never actually sleep in. But I thought to myself, I wonder how many people are actually sleeping in. The problem with that is that when you're not consistent with the time that you wake up over and over, you wind up actually being more tired. So when Monday comes around and you're wanting to sleep through the day because you slept in until 10 a.m. on the weekend, you're going to be less likely to work out. Then it's going to be harder on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. And then maybe you only get one workout that week. Whereas if you would have just kept it consistent, you would have been just in a great of a mood on the weekend, and you would be seeing the results that you're hoping to get. So stay consistent with the time you wake up. Don't think about all the other things that you could be doing, like sleeping in. Take a nap later in the day. Enjoy a little bit of rest on the weekends that you don't get during the weekdays. But whatever you do, don't sleep in, because it will only mess up your routine. Last thing is, I understand that lots of people say, I don't have enough time. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. Okay, let's focus here. Let's say you hit snooze too many times on your alarm, right? So now you're late to work. By the time you get to work, the parking spot that you normally get is gone. So you decide to double park someone. As you double park that person, you go into work. When you get out of work, your car is towed. Now you have to spend time getting it from the tow place, spending money on removing it from the tow place, and having to take all this extra time and stress to probably tell your wife, your friends, your whoever else in your life about the story about how you got towed because you double parked. When in all actuality, they're going to be like, you could have just taken the 5 or 10 minutes extra or gotten yourself up earlier so you were there on time and you would have had a different result. So time is all relative. We take the time to do things that we're dedicated to doing. And then outside of that, we just do all the unnecessary things and sometimes make ourselves spend and waste more time doing things because we didn't produce the result we wanted right away. So those are my encouraging tips for you today. Those are 6 things that you can start today so that way you can have more discipline, so that way you can have more excitement, and that way you can produce results and stop being so lazy every day in your bed. So I hope you enjoyed those 6 tips. Like I said, I'm Leslie Urbis. I'm a registered dietitian and a personal trainer here to help get you motivated. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe and share with a friend. It would be greatly appreciated. Outside of that, below this is the book that I recommended, so please feel free to look at that book. And of course, if you'd like help every day with keeping your self-discipline and learning the steps to making this a lifestyle change, all you have to do is click the link and set up a free assessment with you. I hope you're having a great day. Have a good one.